move to our next level. And I got some updating to do on the website. Usually would be doing updates right now, but apparently we need to address this issue again. I get really tired of addressing this issue. This issue is getting really boring. So again, I do not, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. Our new company coming up would be the BlackSeriesEdition.com. So again, this individual, hatred, upset, angry, because again, he's mad because his products don't work. His products are definitely scams. He got caught several times with products matching house paint. He's removed videos off his account. We have an endless account of canceled orders or mail fraud. You name it, we've got it from this individual. And this is a person who calls himself a professional at the end. So again, our products, you can go to our website. You can see the countless of test demonstrations, which we can back our products at 100%, which I shouldn't have to explain that because our products always have been backed up. We do demonstrations and videos that they don't even come close to even doing in any of their demonstrations. So to remind the individual again about him committing scam, stealing from his customers, using his YouTube platform to lie and manipulate people, this is a video that Jamie Fernando Gonzalez removed off his YouTube account to try to hide. In this video, as you can see, I'm sitting there painting. Here we go. I would rather be on the other monitor. I want this to be crystal clear. Let's go over to the other monitor upstairs. Oh, bring this down a little bit. Right here. Because I want this to be clear. And this is the last time, man, I need to address you on this because I don't know, you're in denial. I don't know what's going on with you because you clearly scammed a bunch of people on house paint. And then you have the nerve to call other people who work hard and make good products. You have a nerve to try to taint their products to make it sound like their products don't work. And this is hardcore evidence of you scamming people. But yet you want to make it sound like you don't do anything wrong. Like your products are not a huge scam, and they are. This is the reason why we gave him these simple tests to do. All I would have to do, if someone ever brought it up and said, hey, look, what about this guy called CROW? He makes these screen paint products. Do you know if they're any good? I said, look, here it is. This is a video of the individual matching house paint. And not only matching house paint, but still selling the exact same product on the website. I had pointed this out to several major business associates that I'm working with about you. Your name came up a couple of times in a few conversations. And all we had to do was go over and show them that video from the blacklist. That's it. And that was the end of it. That was the end of them ever talking about you or speaking about you. Done. I can literally get you blackballed so fast it's not funny because you sat there and did the video. Then you turned around and you continue to sell the product on your website, clearly showing that you have scammed, you're scamming your customers. That's all you need to do. I don't have to say much or talk about nothing. It shows them 2 pieces of evidence. That's all they need to see. You can't deny it's not you in the video because it is you in the video. Clearly you in the video doing that side-by-side demonstration to a simple, basic shelf paint. Any company we do business with, all we got to do is show them that, and that's the end of it. So for those you don't know, this right here is the Network Gray 773 versus Cinemax. These are slide shots. And this right here is the video of Jamie in the video bearing his receipts, doing the side-by-side demonstration, and matching the product. But this is the same individual who has no proof of testing on his websites, on his products. No tests were ever done at all, period. If you can compare the test demonstrations we've done on our technology in the last couple of days, he hasn't done, we have actually overlapped all his products when it comes to testing. There are no low lumen tests, there's no distance tests, there's no certified tests, there's no black paint versus black paint. He's done one with gray paint, and this one failed so badly that he refused to ever go back to this video ever. Doesn't want to be bothered with it, doesn't want to be associated with it. That's what happened. So let me turn my lights on for a minute, make sure we can get this adjusted. There we go. I want to get that adjusted just right. So he doesn't want to go back to that ever again. He was given multiple challenges to test out his other products. He only did one of them. Only one of them he did. He didn't do the rest of them. He didn't bother with them. You know, we don't know about those at the end of the day. We do know the personal mix doesn't match a bare silver screen. See the title of this video? CROW's Cinemax Mix versus Network Gray 773. Right around the time we had 38s. So before you go out and you want to slander people and call them fakes and call them scammers, you need to take a good, long, hard look in the mirror. Because you are one of the biggest scammers I've ever seen. I've been in this business for a long time. I've met all kinds of people. I have never met anyone like you. You got caught. Your product matched the house paint. You removed the video off your YouTube account because people were doing business. So where's the video? You can see this video. So you can't see it because he removed the video of the account. We can even show proof of catching you in the middle of a live stream trying to hide evidence. Show them that too. And this is the reason why the more contacts we have while we're out there, the faster you're going to fade away. Because again, they won't touch you with a 10-foot pole. Thank you. And I thank you for looking out. We didn't see this. We didn't know this at the end of the day. Good to know. That's the replies we get back. You can't sit there and say at the end of the day that we made this up to slander you, because we didn't. This is your video. This is the video you tried to hide from off the internet, from anyone seeing, because that product sitting behind him matched the house paint. Now, again, he made this video to defend himself, to basically claim that he doesn't match house paint after a year and 6 months that we basically did the test ourselves and found out he did. So this is why he made the video. And this is after his customers pressured him to do this video. Now, I don't have time to keep coming up and reminding you. This is something you should automatically know. Like I said, you don't have the right to slander anyone's products. You don't have the right to call anybody fakes or scammers at the end of the day when you yourself have simply matched a basic shelf paint and then you are still selling the product on your website as if this video didn't exist. That, my friend, makes you a scammer, a thief, and a liar. Because if you are still advertising this product on your website and you are still talking about it on YouTube as if it never happened, then what's this all about? That's him right there, brimming with confidence, seriously believing that he was going to be able to overpower this paint. There's your receipts you just posted. This is what we show our business contacts. They also see how you do business. They've seen the memes, they've seen the emojis, all that stuff. They don't want to touch you with a 10-foot pole. And when business contacts talk, they talk among other things. Yeah, we know this guy. He's bad news. Don't go near him at all. Period. Don't bother with him. He's not. They've seen the curse words and the way you carry on, the way you act up. I explained to you at the end of the day that when I'm buying something from you, I'm your customer. So you treat me like I'm your customer. When you bought from me, you didn't get any emojis, curse words. I didn't get any of that stuff. I did things clean. I did things the way business is supposed to be done. I treated you just like I treat everybody else. That's how I did it. You decided to go in and tamper with it and mess with it because, again, it's nothing new. This is what you do. This is your reputation. You're known for doing this. There's a YouTuber, I think, called Precision 360, who clearly said in a video demonstration because he was upset because there was a company that made this particular screen, and Jamie went in and did something with the screen, and the screen came out looking nothing like they displayed it. And that guy was very ticked off because he supports this company strongly, and he called you a dirty, rotten, deceitful crow. He said that the fact that you could not trust it due to the fact that you would tamper with people's products to make your products look good. And that's from somebody else, from another company he was messing with. So he's known for doing this kind of stuff. So that's why we don't take it to heart when we know that you will have a product that you will give your honest opinion. Your honest opinion doesn't exist. Do you understand me? This video alone is the reason why your honest opinion doesn't exist. Because this is a video showing you matching this house paint and then continuing to sell the product on the website, advertise it on your YouTube channel as if it never even happened. Yeah, I'm going to sit there and spend 90 bucks or $89 for a product. I can just go to Sherwin-Williams and pick up off the shelf. Now, what makes this even more incriminating is not only did he get caught with the product matching, he outed himself, but also too, the fact that he lied through the entire video and preached about how his product does not match house paint. He went in about the hues and the colors and the contrast and the white levels. He went all in to try to lie to you, to tell you that this product wasn't matching, just to come in and remove the video. This is evidence for you. This was evidence for you, excuse me, to back up your product not being house paint. And you wanted to remove the video. So why would you remove the video on something that was supposed to back you in evidence? Is this posted to his website? Oh, heck no. That's what we requested him to do. That's how we found the video was missing. We requested him to post this video directly to his website so his customers can decide whether to buy shelf paint or his paint, and he refused to post the video. And when trying to go back to get the video to give to him, which he shouldn't have had to do, but we had to go get his own video to bring it to him, to tell him to place this on his website, one of the videos come up missing. That one came up missing. The other one, on the other hand, was still there, but it was bearing the title of the first one. So when going back in to grab the last one, right in the middle of a live stream, he tried to actually he did remove the video and marked it private. Which not only do we have evidence of your product matching a house paint, we also have evidence of you trying to hide evidence. And then you have the nerve to go around and call people's products fake. You have a nerve to call people scammers at the end of the day. And for some reason, you seem to forget this video actually exists. This is why. This is all we have to show anytime we're doing business out there. We show people the blacklist and say, hey, look, this is a fellow you do not want to do business with because this individual products is nothing more than house paint and he will scam you. You have been scamming your customers for years. We got videos that go all the way back from 2 years from the bare silver screen that products match. You did the same thing. This time you walked out of a Home Depot holding the product, got on camera, told the exact same lie, video went missing. So again, how do you explain this? I mean, you can't. Only way that he explains this situation is nothing but insults, emojis, cursing and carrying on, insult. That's all you can do. So I guess this video doesn't exist because you removed it off your account. It doesn't exist, and you can continue selling a product that's fake and a scam. That's why I said be careful about using the word so loosely, Jamie, about how people are scammers at the end of the day when you are doing stuff like this. None of your products, again, are tested. I looked, I searched, I couldn't find any of them. Even the Frankenstein's a huge, massive scam. You claim at one time it's ambient projection, it's not ambient projection. You went and manipulated the title of the video. All kinds of stuff. Look how perfect that's matching. So the square in the middle is house paint, and the screen around it is the Cinemax. So you can't get mad at anybody. If you come in here and you're angry and upset over this video, this is your video, by the way, All I'm doing is just showing people the video that matched your product. If this gets you upset, this makes you angry at the end of the day, well, guess what? You must be angry because you got caught, because this is a video at one point that you used to back up and defend yourself, and now you're basically upset. Now, let's go over to, like I said, we don't got time for this nonsense. Right there, show you how well that matched on every level you can possibly think of. As a matter of fact, hold on, before we go that route, let's take a look at a couple of fast areas here. The product was substantially matching on so many levels. Here we go. And this is completely washed out. And for a projector of that power, this screen is completely washed out from one end to the next. That's all washed out. That's not a laser 4K projector, P2, and that thing is washed out. Even in the commercial, it matched perfectly. Now, you're going to sit up there and tell me that this is not your video, that's not you, and that's not your product, and that's not the house paint. You're going to tell us all that. Because if that's the case, then you definitely are a liar. This video doesn't exist, it's never even happened. I'm curious to hear the response back to this one right here. We've done this multiple times, showing that this guy scams people. If I'm going to call somebody a scammer and a liar, I have to have hardcore evidence they are a scammer and a liar. Now, we asked you several times to remove the product off your website, which you should have been doing, due to the fact that your product matched the house paint. Oh, let me go over here real quick. I'm going to come out here real quick, show you again through. Let me see. Oh, this is my basement. I'm not going to go down that road. It's on the blacklist. You guys can check it out for yourself. And that's exactly what they did. We didn't have to show them much. They went right on the blacklist. They looked at all the stuff. They came back. They were like, oh, well, yeah, we know. And because they know, they're going to make sure that other people know. Look at that. Right there is Paris, Eiffel Tower, of course. That is the network grade 773 in the center of the screen. And this right here is the Cinemax. Take a look at that. And you were trying to lie and convince people they were seeing two different products. So if this is supposed to be your video to defend yourself, where's the video? And it's nowhere to be found because you've removed it. All right, so he did two of these, and like I said, one went missing and then the other one followed right after it. We caught that in the middle of a live stream. And that's the first thing we were asked. Oh, where's the video? The video's gone. He removed it off his account. But a good thing we did a couple copies of it before he removed it, because that's the evidence we have against him. His products are house paint. Good looking up. Pretty much we got back. Now, let's come out of here. No, let's come out of this one for a minute. That is the bare silver screen. No, that's the network grade 773. This is the bare silver screen video. He's been cheating out for the longest time. They're right there in the demonstration. That's his product matching house paint again. This is him walking out of a Home Depot. Matter of fact, let's get the title of the video so you can see that it is him. There we go. CROW's personal mix versus bare silver screen. Right there. That's the video that you can't find that we have that's gone missing. And I recorded a copy, right there says at the top, that's my recorded copy. So just in case if the video just happened to go missing. And that's what I stated when I was recording the video. Just in case if he decides to get rid of the video. Because he has a habit of doing this. Making videos will disappear and then coming back on as if it never even happened. That's why I said you're the last person that should ever be calling anybody having fake products. Last person you should be calling people scammers at the end of the day. You're the last person. And now he turned around and changed his product to the IV Personal. It's the same product. It's definitely the same product. But he changed the name to make it sound like it's something completely different so he can continue to get around this nightmare he caused for himself. So this is Jamie walking out of the Home Depot carrying a container of the Bear silver screen right there. There's the Bear silver screen right there. That's the title of it, of the video. I want to show people to see what they were missing. See what they're missing if they use Bear silver screen instead of his product. And this video is probably about 2 years old. So he's been doing it for quite some time. And it's going to do the exact same thing as the other video did. Now this video today will be posted to Instagram and Facebook Live. You can't sit there and get angry and say, hey, look, I didn't make this video because that's you, man. That's your apartment. Each time you show it's your apartment. Unless you're claiming that somebody is duplicating your apartment and that's not yours, but that is your apartment. And then she's walking out with the Bear silver screen. Now again, the reason why this caught him completely off guard was due to the fact that he never did any testing on his products. If I have not done any testing against my product versus black paint or fabric, anything we throw against the screen, and I waltz in and throw this on the screen, or we did that before, we already know from the doors, because, yeah, we definitely know from the door. Anyway, well, if he didn't test his products out, he wouldn't have, if he tested his product, he wouldn't have failed with this demonstration. And that right there is the product right there he used. That matches the personal mix. And let's go over here after he paints the screen in, right here. Because I got things to do. I don't got time to be dwelling on this nonsense. I really don't. And this is how close they are together, right there. There's some paint in this surface and right there. Now this is the results of the product. Here you can see that's his apartment. And as you can see, look at this, matching. You have to get that close to the screen to see a slight little difference. And that's it. But it matches his product perfectly. That's too close of a match. Too close of a match. That is not good. It's not the kind of sign you want. If you have to get that close, and of course, like I said, people we're doing business with all agree, if you have to get that close to a screen to show the difference, that's never good. Because that means the customer can only see the difference if you're sitting that close. And that right there is going to play problems. So throughout this whole video, we got matches popping up left and right. And there's the rose, the white rose or yellow rose, another identical match. And you can see the environment, super jet, super black. As always, environments are always very dark in these demonstrations. So again, like I said, who are you going to get upset with when you yourself have done these videos? These are your videos that you have done And you're going to get upset with me over something that you have done. That shows you right there from the door, automatic deals. Right there from the door. This bothers you, Jamie. This makes you upset. This makes you angry. This makes you want to rant, carry on. These are your videos. I didn't have to go out and make this up. These are your videos of your products, of you doing this at the end of the day. So if you get angry, you get upset, and you get mad, what are you getting mad about? Isn't this you? Aren't these your videos? Why would you get upset? This is why we left an open mic. So he can come in with his multiple personalities, his multiple accounts, and he can rant and carry on. Well, they've seen the demonstrations. They've seen the demonstrations of you ranting and carrying on, how you carried yourself. What are you getting mad about? Is this not your video? Did you not make it? Then why are you upset about it? All I'm doing is showing your video back to other people so they can see it. But what makes this video so much more incriminating, they're gone. They're missing. They're not even on the account. Can't be found. So what happened to the videos? People only get rid of things when they're trying to hide evidence, especially this kind of evidence at the end of the day, which is extremely, extremely bad. Can't come in here and explain it. Now, if I go to your website right now, and I see these products still on your website, clearly showing you're still scamming people. The personal mix was changed to the ID. That's why we requested for the slip silver and the bare silver screen test to be done against those products because they're not done. Oh, I see you try to come and say your sister says so and so and so. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, it's a shame how sad you guys are. You just do not want these videos getting out. You would try to use everything you possibly can to try to say, oh, this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. Let me explain something to you. If a person who's stealing and robbing at the end of the day, and he's taking it from people at the end of the day, again, that are taking their hard-earned money, it is up to us and our responsibility to expose these individuals so other people do not get caught in these traps. To stand by and do nothing would be a crime. So you're saying if you're watching someone rob someone, steal from somebody, you just sit back and you do nothing. All right, then, there you go. So you would rather have me not say anything about this, keep this a secret, right? Remove the videos, remove the evidence, right? No, this is going to stay here, and this is going to continue to be broadcasted so people can see that they don't want to fall into these traps of being robbed at the end of the day. Don't go around calling people's products scams and this, that, and the other when you have this very hardcore evidence of you doing these acts. Because we can back our products. You can go to our website. We literally have a test page in one of the sites displaying tons of test demonstrations. Can you back any of those tests? Can you match any of those tests? You can't pass house paint. As I said before, you can't pass basic house paint. How are you going to pass any of the tests under our technology? But yet, ranting and carrying on to everybody as products are fake. Now, how is anyone going to trust your word at the end of the day if you have videos like this of you scamming customers? This video right here is 2 years old. This is 2 years old compared to the other one, which is a new one, which is probably, I think, last year. No, 5 months ago, about last year. Now explain this. Don't come in with excuses. At the end of the day, when people are buying things or people are getting robbed, they don't want to hear excuses. They want to hear why, and they want answers. Why is your product matching house paint? Look, right there in the middle is the bare silver screen. You can't even see it anymore. It's gone. It's blended in. This is the worst of the worst. That is the worst of the worst. These are the ones we posted to a couple of forum sites, and they were like, gee whiz Louise. So you mean to tell me this is the personal mix and this is bare? Do you see how if it wasn't for the box being here, You wouldn't have noticed that there was a sheet here to begin with. That's the only way you can find it. You gotta look for the box. That's how well blended in. Same lie he told here is the same lie he sat there and told on the network grade 773. He went in and he changed the name over to the IV personal. And that's why we requested him to do the test again on the IV personal with Bayer, with slip silver, with the network grade 773. Look, I'm not reading your comments. Listen to me on that one. Unless you can come in and explain what's going on here, I don't have time. I'm not reading your comments. You can come in here and try to make yourself, you're trying to, the way you're acting with this evidence in your face, the way you're acting back, it's like you're trying to defend yourself. Defending yourself would be removing this product, both of them, off your site and admitting that you've scammed customers and you stole from them. Even your shipping policy alone clearly shows that you basically designed it to take from your customers and give them nothing back. You're going to sit here and come into the room with a different tag, and again, probably claiming not to be him at the end of the day. Let me explain something to you. None of your customers are going to come in here and defend you on this. They're not. What customer in their right mind is going to come here and go, oh yeah, the product works so and so and so when seeing this? They're not going to defend you. And then the simple fact that we gave you a chance to back yourself up with these slip silver, with the network grade 773, you refuse to do it at all. You don't want to do it. And I told you why. After going through that whole fiasco online, he's not getting online and doing that again. And then you want to come on and sell the product and talk about the products that just never existed. So you're not coming in and talk about anything else but something else to try to change the topic, to point the damage in a different direction. I'm not acknowledging that. I'm acknowledging this. So again, this shows you walking out of a Home Depot, showing the number and everything, the product, painting it down to the surface, and then having these results. And you want to get angry. Like I said, if you get angry and upset about this, it just clearly shows at the end of the day, this is a person who was upset and mad because he got caught. He was expecting for this video to disappear, and it didn't disappear. We caught it before it disappeared. Now, how I found this video was I went around looking for your test, and this is what popped up. How come these videos are not posted to your website? If this is something that, again, you stood behind, apparently you wouldn't have done the video if you didn't stand behind your product by doing this. If this is something that you stood behind, that you used to back your product, how come these videos are not posted to your website for everybody to see? Our test demonstrations are sitting on our website right now. Where are yours? How come this one's not here? And clearly you made the video to defend your product, right? And if that's the case, then where's the video? Even more, a bigger question, why are you getting upset over this? Why are you getting angry over this? It is what it is, man. So just sit back and enjoy. Since you don't have anything intelligent to say, just sit back and enjoy. Look at that. That is absolutely bonkers. That is everyday house paint. That's his product right there. I don't know what you thought you were seeing in this demonstration. You really thought you were seeing something completely different. I got 4 fan pages. I think I have 4 fan pages on my Facebook account. When I'm done all my testing today, I got to do tutorials today. This is what we're going to be talking about. Warning customers not to get caught up in scam paints. Now, again, you can sit there and say, I'm a scam paint in the day, but Jamie, you have to understand, I got so many test demonstrations on my products. I had to design pages for them. Literally had to build separate pages on the website for all the test demonstrations we display. And customers got a chance to go in and watch me construct one of my websites and build the page loading on tons of information of test demonstrations. And you don't have one demonstration of a proper test. And here you are matching house paint. We've done black on black demonstrations like there's no tomorrow. I've done 3 different sets on all 3 different screens. We did an inside and out. We did all those tests. Where are your tests at? Where are your demonstrations? You don't have any. And yet you want to be in here ranting and carrying on about how your products are supposed to be the real deal, and they're not. I, at the end of the day, can honestly call you a scammer, a liar, and a thief. You don't mind taking the IV personal mix and doing the test that we requested, all of them. Matter of fact, if you basically are in here talking all this trash, how about you back it up? Because you know how I back my products up? I go downstairs, I turn my projectors on in a fully lit environment, projectors that both cost me $210, and I can walk around from A to B and all my screens will pull up with no problem whatsoever. You can't even get a screen to properly pull in a projector. You paid $3,300 for it. It won't even work on your screen correctly. That's why you sit in the dark all day long, because your projector does not work on your screen. But I can get a $60 720p projector to run off my screen. It's much bigger than yours, much more light. I clearly tell you at the end of the day that your product's a huge fail. But this right here is incriminating. I bet you the people who didn't see this video, who doesn't know this video actually exists, went in and bought that personal mix not knowing that this video actually exists. This is why we recorded it. This is why we sent it to the blacklist, so that way we can educate people on potential scammers. Look at this. That's horrible. Absolutely disturbing. Look how well your product blended into house paint. That is absolutely disturbing. I can take my screen downstairs, that black one. I can take a white screen, just as big as that screen, cover half my screen. I can take 2 certifieds, silver screen, gray, and a black surface, and none of them will match my screen. And you could even get a basic house paint to not blend into your screen. That is absolutely bad, extremely bad. Now, every once in a while, I got to take time out of my busy schedule to remind Jamie, while he's on camera, slamming everybody else about how fake they are and how they're much scammers and how his product is the real deal, about these videos. We got to treat you like the peacock. You know the story behind the peacock? Peacocks have these beautiful feathers that they spread out. And when they spread these feathers out, they push out their chest. And they walk with all this pride because they're the most beautiful birds in the animal kingdom. But God gave them a special reminder that be humble. God made peacock's feet to be extremely ugly, very ugly. So as they're walking around, strutting these feathers out, walking around, we're in the animal kingdom, looking at all these animals, like, look how amazing I look, how beautiful I am. I'm better than all of you. Every once in a while, they look down and they see those ugly feet, and those feathers go right back in. Remind them to be humble. You ever look at a peacock's feet before? They're terrifying. You've seen their feathers? Absolutely gorgeous. You walk around like the peacock, Jamie, and every once in a while we're going to show you ugly feet and break you down so you can remind you what kind of person you are at the end of the day. Look at that. How many people you rob at the end of the day with this mess? You robbed so many people. You stole from them. Where's the videos at? How can I not post it to the website? Maybe if I came on here and did this, I'd be ridiculed from left to right. So where in the world are the videos? Where are they gone? We have about 6 videos on the account missing from out of his account. So before you go around accusing people at the day of being scammers and cheats and lying and all that stuff, just like you did with the company called, I can't pronounce the name of the company, but it's LUX with an I and something. I've had their screen down here. Now it doesn't match our stuff, but is it a bad screen? No, it's not. Actually, it's very high white level. It's very good. You know, if I had a great screen paint product, it probably would kick the daylights out of it. But as for saying that it was not worth anyone's time, was how you gave the review on it was awful. And again, you used it, like I said, as always, to go in and tear other people's products down to make your products look good. Now, in my busy schedule, let's go over and let's see if you are still selling the personal mix, which you changed to the IV personal, and let's see if you're still selling the network grade, Cinemax. If you're still selling these products on your website after being exposed on 2 videos that are no longer on your account, sorry about that, and match your products perfectly. All right, so let's go over here and let's see if you're still selling, sorry about that, people, these items. Now, be warned, when we go to his website, he gets very upset, very angry. He slings curse words and carries on. That's what he does. It'd be interesting that you sat there and you were slandering other people's products, trying to slander their products on a screen that clearly matched house paint, and you're calling other people fakes and scammers. How do you live with yourself at the end of the day? I mean, anytime you put anything against that screen and you want to call other people scammers and fakes at the end of the day, knowing that that's the same screen paint that matched the house paint, that's really jacked up. There's something, like I said, when I saw this, something wrong with this guy at the end of the day. Denial, I don't know what goes on. Maybe you really believe in your mind that it never even happened. I don't know. Some people have mental blocks, all kinds of crazy stuff they have going on in their head, and they're just in deep denial and just do not want to admit that this is happening. But you have to face it, man. You robbed a lot of people. Now, let's go over to shop. He's upset and angry. I told you he's ranting and carrying on, upset. We want to ignore that because he's not being, it's not a professional at the end of the day. Let's see if you're still selling this product on this website, which we told you need a personal mix. There it is, personal mix still being sold on the website after seeing the demonstration with the bare silver screen. Now he changed it to the IV personal mix because now he can't put personal mix because of the video. So question is, the IV personal mix, and I've seen the color of that. That looks exactly like the same color as the personal mix that he had from 2 years back, or probably 3 years back. So it's the same thing, he just changed the name to it. And he's still selling it right there on the website. So you know that that is their silver screen. Only has 2 videos, that's it. 1 video and a picture. Not much in the specification sheet. There's nothing there on it because, again, it's house paint. All right, let's check out the personal mix. That's the big boy. That's the one right there. Not the personal mix, the Cinemax. Let me see if we have it here. Here we go, right here. Yep, still selling it. So this is all we have to show. People that we're doing business with, people on online, offline, this is all we have to show them. If your name ever comes up in a conversation, we can clearly say, nope, don't buy that product. It's a complete scam. Guys, product match house paint. And then or the first thing they'll say is, where's your evidence? Well, all right, we'll go to the blacklist right here, showing him bearing receipts, painting the product down. They see that, they go, wow. And here you go, go straight to the website. Here he is still selling the product after doing that video. That's it. That's all they need to see. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't have to add nothing to it. That's all I got to, just like I'm doing right here. See right here? There's right there, Cinemax. There's him right here, selling it right here. So how are you selling a product on your account that matched the house paint? It's you in the video. You're clearly in the video showing receipts, you're clearly in the video showing the container, you're painting it down, you're narrating through the entire video, then video was missing, and you're still selling the product as if it never happened. That is a scammer, and that's a fake, and that's a liar at the end of the day. I can call you that. I can call your products fake because we have hardcore evidence of your products being faked. Let's go down and let's take a look at the description, what you put in here of a product that actually does the exact same thing house paint does. So by him coming on camera and telling you, look at the quality, look at how beautiful the contrast. Network Grade does the exact same thing. It does the exact same thing his product does. So if it does the exact same thing your product does, that means there's nothing special about your screen paint. What's there so special about it if you're matching house paint in the day? And what makes it even worse is the matching house paint. It's not a black and white mixture. It's literally something that a consumer can walk into a Sherwin-Williams and slide off the shelf and do nothing to it and have the exact same product. So what makes your product so special that people will go into their pocket and fork over their hard-earned money for something they can literally go to a Home Depot, a Sherwin-Williams and do the exact same thing? What's the difference? There is none. As a matter of fact, the evidence was so substantial that he removed the video himself off the account, trying to hide it. Are these videos posted to your front page? Nope. Because if anyone sees that, they're not going to buy your product. They're going to buy the house paint. That's why they were removed. But this is what you put down about the product that matches a house paint. This is what you put in your description. Supposed to work with ultra short throw projectors, so does Sherwin-Williams. All this information you put in here about how great your product is does the exact same thing. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here to help you save you hundreds. Wow, that's pretty impressive. He's there to help you save hundreds of dollars on a product that you literally could save money on by just going to Sherwin-Williams and picking it up. This is the reason why we have all these test demonstrations on our products versus 3 different versions of black paint and fabric and whatever you name it, because it comes up quite often when we go into forum sites all the time, or we're doing business with people. The first thing that comes up is, look, what about your product matching black paint, black fabric, whatever. This is why we have all these tests. We have tests even at 1,000 lumens. As a matter of fact, Fusion's pulled it off in 1,000 lumens projector in a max on an area that basically generates 10 times more light than your environment. We can back our products up on so many levels, it's not even funny. But here in this demonstration, you can't even pass house paint. This is why you hear me on camera saying they can't pass house paint. The philosopher, at the end of the day, still I haven't seen any videos on the stacking system. Nothing there, we checked, there's nothing at all, period, nothing coming up. And again, he's not even really included in this, and the reason why, because judging by his calculations on how he basically added up his products, he's not making any money. He really can't afford to keep the website running because at the end of the day, these paints don't make anything. He literally has to pay out more to make it than what he's going to get to receive from it. So again, he's definitely out of the equation. He basically imploded himself, not thinking properly and not adding things correctly. But this individual, again, this product is matching house paint. So the image you're seeing here, trying to show off that his product can see a contrast level, is clearly, as you can see, it's in the dark. You think he's using any other projector besides the P2 in this demonstration? Of course he's using the P2 in this demonstration. That's deceiving to customers because when he did the demonstration with the Epson 9555, the image didn't come out this way. It completely washed out in the Samsung 4K demonstration. And the OLED horse, it washed out again. So this right here at the end of the day is all a lie. And keep in mind, as I said before, Sherwin-Williams can do the exact same thing. It blends right into his screen. All right, let's see where we're going to go here. How customers, and I guess we don't see any Crow Boys in here because, of course, again, Crow Boys aren't going to be here, and I'll tell you why. Your flock has been plucked, and the reason why they have been plucked, not the curse word plucked, as in being plucking a bird. And the reason why is because if they back you up, then it means they knew what you were doing, and they're just as guilty as you are for stealing from people. If they didn't know and they're just now finding out, that means they're upset with you because you cheated them. So let's see what we have here in the shipping policy here. All right, you buy this product, you get it home, and you find out you have house paint or it matches your wall. Maybe you got a gray wall in your house and it matches. Let's see what you have here in your policy. Right here, simple and plain, and you still got delivered spelled wrong again. Returns and refund policy. Once the product is delivered, that's one of them. Once it's delivered, no returns or refunds. That's one policy telling you that if that product lands on your property, once it shows it's delivered, there's no returns or refunds, nothing at all, period. A return would be considered to be an exchange. It's still the same thing. Exchange, return, return, exchange. It's still the same thing. You're going to return it to exchange it for something else. So basically, that's what he has on his policy. Second, exchange. Should be a period there, so you can show two separate ones. Exchange, let's see, return, refund and return policy. Once the product is delivered, no returns or refunds, only exchange for a different mix if the container wasn't open. So how would you know if it were to match house paint or paint on your wall? Say you were painting this in, your walls were gray, or maybe they were white, or whatever they may be, and you got a better match on your white wall or your gray wall than the screen paint you were taking out, or they matched exactly the same. And you contact him and say, hey, look, man, this is not good. My wall is matching my wall in here, or we bought a sample and it matched that wall from there, and something's wrong here. I need an exchange, or I need my money back. At least give me an exchange. He says he can't give you an exchange because you opened up the container. So how would you know if what was going to happen if you didn't open the container? There you go. That is designed right there to basically steal money from the customers right from the door. Even more incriminating, on his eBay account, which he has, he's charging $21 and I think it's 41 cents, somewhere around that price. He's charging for shipping over here, but over here he doesn't charge for shipping. And like I said, you guys figure it out. Let's go back over to the blacklist because I don't want to spend all my time on this. I got things to do today. Let's go over here to the very bottom. What do we have it over here? That's Solid Wake 5 getting busted with fake receipts. I got all you guys on here doing dumb stuff at the end of the day. Frankenstein scam, manipulated the shopping carts, change out the color of the paint, all kinds of stuff. Let's go right here. These are 4 videos that are all missing from the account. These are the missing network gray videos that went missing. Now, in this video,
can't make it up.
Crow got caught in the middle of a live stream removing a video, trying to hide evidence. Mind you, keep in mind, we went to the account to ask him if he can basically put the demonstrations directly on the website. If you weren't afraid of these videos, if it's not true that your product doesn't match house paint, you wouldn't have a problem putting these videos directly to the website and big video viewers so everybody can see it. Before we go here, let's go check the home page. Let's see if we see any of these videos, any test videos, anything at all to the front page, backing this product up against house paint. Anything, nothing. All these customers literally got robbed at the end of the day. Everything, as we say, more it's victims. Because again, your product's matching house paint. Any videos, anything here, nothing. Not one video demonstration of your product showing your product versus house paint or any test. There's nothing here. Let's see if you have it in your menu. Maybe you have it in your menu. Maybe I missed something. I like to be thorough. This is all you have in your menu. Shop and home, that's it. You're missing a great deal of your website. It's not even here. When I built my website, I showed you have to have multiple different pages explaining your information, video demonstrations, test demonstrations. It's all this stuff. Even the shipping policy is huge. Shipping policies are huge. You see how small a shipping policy is? It's simple and plain. The shipping policy just says if it lands on your property, it's yours. If you open it up, it's yours. No exchange, no returns, nothing. Blip, blip, done. That's it. That's all it says. That's a scam. That's clearly a scam. Your shipping policy is extremely, extremely weak. This is the new website I built You see all these different options that pop up here for customers, so you can read through it. Let me go refresh, because I forgot we added on new stuff today too. There we go, refresh their page again. Do you see how this is? This is what he's angry about, because people now are looking at his site and they're seeing how much of a scam it is compared to the site I just built. So the information, look at this. This is the black shop. Doesn't show you how it's supposed to look. It doesn't have to look like the way we did it, but this is how much information you're literally supposed to have in a shopping cart. And the reason why he doesn't have all that information is because he doesn't know anything about his product, because he didn't do any testing whatsoever. All this is based on test. See the policy popping up on the other side? You don't see that one, do you? No. No, you don't. Shipping information, or shipping, which one is so huge, it has a page to itself, and it should. Look at this, video demonstrations, probably. This is how big this shipping policy is. Go through all that. Let's see. Let's go over to our test demo page. This is the test page. This shows you all the test demonstrations that we had to basically knock out on our product, showing every test you could possibly think of on display. Where yours at? You don't even have that on your page. You don't have, only thing you have is shop and home. That's it. Crystal Edge, our site over here, which we're on the blacklist. See my menu title up there, all that up there, all that information in the menu title, all this. Customer demonstrations. Nobody's sitting in the dark. We got demonstrations of customers outside, inside, demonstrations on 250-inch screen displays, massive amount of picture demonstrations, giant reel with our customer picture demonstrations. Over here, we have demonstrations of video testimonies on here for customers to see, 2.0, all that right there. Massive slideshows, all our screens. If you look at our images, sit in the well-lit environments, outside. If you're going to be calling people at the end of the day, fake and scammers, make sure you can back your products. These are the test demonstrations under 44s. 44 has tons of test demonstrations underneath of it. More black versus black demonstrations showing our products versus black paint. More demonstrations. Oh, I like that. I should do that one on the other one. I like this one right here in bed. I'm going to change this one out. I like this scroll right there. I'm going to do that one instead. Look at it. Test demonstrations of ceiling light projection technology. Demonstrations on black paint, black fabric, black mesh, everything against our products right there. On your page, nothing. Can't put information down on a product if you don't know anything about it. And the reason why you don't know anything about it is because you haven't done any tests. That's why. Any one of these carts I hit, your specifications are weak. And the reason why is because you don't know anything about your own product. That's it. That's as big as your specification sheet is. My policy alone basically overlaps your shopping carts, just the policy alone. This is all you have on your site. That's it. That's in it. We're at the bottom of the page. This is it. This and this. That's it. That's all. $168. It's a lot of money to be paying for house paint at the end of the day. Something you can go over to freaking Home Depot, do it yourself, or Lowe's, or any one of them. Let's go pop over to the shop again. Let's see right here. Anything come up for the specifications? We'll come. This is it for the specifications. Let's see what we have here. And this is for 2 quarts of CROW screen paint. And it's just basically explaining there's nothing there and no specifications are. 2,000 lumens. How many 2,000 lumen demonstrations have you done on your product? Not a lot. All these pictures I see up every last one of these pictures is a P2. I don't see any 720p displays up there at all, period. You don't do them. All demonstrations you do are under the P2. Remember, the scenario, favorite pair of shoes. That's what I mean by that. I already told you about that one. Right there, policy telling you open it, it's yours. If it's delivered to your property, it's yours. $70 surcharge fee, free shipping. But if you go to his eBay account, he charges you for shipping. You figure that one out. And this is one to be gunmetal. He has 3 of these that are actually saying the same thing, gunmetal. Wait. You're charging your overseas customers $158 for what? And including a $70 surcharge fee? Oh, dude. Do you have any tests under these products at all? Period. None. No test. I couldn't find one test. Choose the best projector for an environment because so I told you, we know CROW because CROW has a bad habit of putting capitals in the middle of its sentences right here. The end of the day, quality is everything. You're reading that, right? You just said quality is everything. Knowing what you just saw, this is what I'm talking about. How is quality everything when this product is matching house paint? What is included with these right here? Cinemax. He literally has the Cinemax listed in here and quality is everything. And that stuff matched the network grade 773. Oh my goodness. I told you people, you can't make this up. Let's see, I do not have a blacklist of projectors. Of course you don't, because at the end of the day, knockoff projectors will work with your stuff, because our stuff doesn't work with knockoff projectors, because we work with real projectors. Scam projectors will work with scam paints. That's what they will, and that's what they are. If you're basically glorifying the knockoff projector, that is strictly a scam projector from the end of the day, because those projectors don't do anything that they're claiming to do at all, period. They are trash. If you notice that the big boy companies like Black Diamond and DMP, they don't use those projectors. They don't even go near them at all, period. They consider those projectors to be trash also. But then again, like I said, nothing in there. Really got to get this fast because I got to be on my website. I got work to do. Let me see, let's go over here. This is the hybrid mix. Mind you, we asked them to do tests on the hybrid mix, the personal mix, and the Cinemax, and that was supposed to be against the network gray and the slip silver. But now we want to add in the bare silver screen. I want to see the bare silver screen again. But like I said, there's no point in saying it because he's never going to do it. So what's the point? It's a waste of time. Look at it. This is it. This is the specification sheet in here. This one had nothing really in it, which is basically have explained the rules and regulations that went along with the $168 order, whatever it was. Now the reason why he doesn't want to do the slip silver, because the slip silver is a nightmare. If the slip silver matches or goes to match any of his products, why would a customer from overseas pay a $70 surcharge fee for house paint when you can just clearly go to Amazon and buy it for like $17 and something cents, or 3 cents or something like that. That's what it costs. So this is the specification he has right here on the hybrid mix. This is it. He doesn't know anything about the product at all, period. That's all he has there. It's like 3 paragraphs, I think. And what does it say? If you're curious, it says this projection screen mix is the lightest of the batch. It's ideal for dark environments with lower lumen projectors. Perfect for 1080p, 4K, 3D. 1 quart covers up to 135-inch screen. That's a summary. That's not a specification sheet. Nothing there. All right. Let's go over here. Let's grab another one. Like I said, I'm being thorough. I don't like to make claims. I'm going to go right through it. So then we can never sit there and say, well, you know, you didn't go through the entire site. So how do you know the specification sheet was weak? Well, I'm going through the entire site. I only got 2 more to go. Right here, same thing. Nothing there. This is a summary. That's all it is. And he says, okay, people, this is my first mix. Clearly a lie. Your first mix would have been free, which we have on the website showing you giving away a free product, a free mix, which was called Metallica Mix 2.0. That would have been your first mix. This would have been free if this was your first mix. You used to give away free spray paint. If he ever wants to argue that one, there's a video right there showing him making the paint. So, I mean, you got to be careful what you're dealing with at the end of the day. product info. Yeah, that's product info. That's it. This mix recommended for venues, churches, businesses, or classrooms with high lumen projectors. That's it. That's your product information. No distance throw. If you're using it outside, what time of the day would the projector kick? Is between 6 and 7. There's nothing there at all. Does it have a narrow viewing cone effect? What's the shelf life on the product? What kind of materials can you paint it on? What's the precaution of painting on certain materials? What's going to be the reaction of that? There's nothing there for you. That's it. And again, there's a policy telling you that if you open it up, it's yours. If it's delivered, it's yours. This gunmetal. Now look at the color of that. See how dark that is? That's supposed to be, that's not even really gunmetal. The color is darker than that. See how it comes up gunmetal? Remember that. Look at that closely. But this is gunmetal too. And there's no color next to it. So what color is it? There is no color here showing you. There's selection. You got a selection of colors here. What's you got here? No, there's no color. You just have Personal, Frankenstein, Iron, and Cinemax. These are the ones he has up here. What color are these? What color are each one of these? What color are they? You'll never find out because he doesn't even know what color they are. So he just has gunmetal. So they're all gunmetal? Because that's pretty much, if I'm on his website and I'm shopping, are these all gunmetal? Where's the colors for each one? Oh, my goodness. I swear, that's a new one. I haven't seen that one yet. He must have just put that one in. That's pretty bad. Now look at the color of this one. This is also gunmetal. But the one you just saw on the other one, it was gunmetal, but it was darker than this one. He doesn't know the color of his own product. Okay. $158 for house paint. All the pictures on here are on the P2 only. Okay. Let me see what we got going on here. Dark environment. Dark environment. Bright colors. I told you, when their environments have a little too much light, they'll basically keep, this is supposed to be a customer. Okay. Like I said, where are the contrasts? There's no contrast in there. It's all bright colors. And the projector is an ultra short throw, which I can see right there sitting on top of the screen. Okay. All right, let me see. There's the gunmetal doesn't match there. These are gunmetals are two different. You got two different screens that are gunmetal, two different colors, which don't make sense. Gunmetal is dark. Gunmetal is never that light at all. But you have LT gunmetal, which, you know, we have an LT gunmetal. I used to have one, but we had to put down light gunmetal, which means that would be different from a gunmetal that's actually dark. Gunmetals are literally so dark that that screen is mistaken for black screens. The diamonds do that. They have really dark backgrounds. So over here, what color is the specification sheet? What color is the product? It's gunmetal again. So I guess the screen paint colors of all your products are gunmetal. Because that's the only thing I'm picking. I'm not picking up any other color but gunmetal. They're all saying gunmetal. They can't all be gunmetal. Specification sheet says right here that for businesses, churches, best used with high lumen projectors of 3,500 lumens. 3,500 lumens is not a high projector. My projector downstairs is 600 by 800 720p SVGA. That projector down there is 3,800 lumens. My projector is sitting on the floor, my ultra short though at $60, is 3,600 lumens. 35 is not considered to be a venue in the venue area. Now you see that projector over here. This is a Sony VPL FH36. These are venue projectors. That is 4,300 lumens. Sony VPL FH36, sorry, that's a 30, FH36, 5,200 lumens. A Chrissy LW505 is a 5,000 lumen projector. But Chrissy LX700, which I have downstairs on a repair, is 6,500 lumens. Those are VIII projectors. Not 35 is not considered to be high lumens. So again, right there, you don't know what you're talking about. Any person that would come in with projectors and looked at it like, oh, you don't know what he's talking about. 35 is nothing. PX747 ViewSonic projector is a theater projector. It has 3,500 lumens on it. That's not considered to be a high-end projector. Even the NEC NP1150s, they run anywhere from 4,000 lumens to 5,000 lumens. They consider that to be a home theater projector. And that's the one with the interchangeable lenses. So no, you don't even know anything. You don't know nothing about projectors at all. That's not it. All right. Same policy here. If you open it, lands on your property, it's yours. If you open, it's yours. And again, yes, every screen paint. Oh man, and I'm not even going to go down that road. I don't have time for it. I don't. I just saw something here jacked up. I realized when I was looking, I kept looking at it, and yeah, I'm not going to say anything about it. You guys got to figure it out for yourself. But he doesn't know the color of his own product. I just realized that every single shopping cart is saying gunmetal. They're all saying gunmetal, and other ones don't even have the description of the color of the product, which means he doesn't even know the color of his own product. He's claiming them all to be gunmetal. They can't be all gunmetal. That's gunmetal? Are you kidding me? That is the Frankenstein. So that can't, that's crazy. And then over here, bottom here, right here, we have the UV mix. That's also saying gunmetal, and that's a different shade. And again, specification sheet, not even there. That's it. So that's saying gunmetal. All right, this is supposed to be gunmetal. That's gunmetal. I'm not going to go into it, but I'm just going to see for myself. I don't like to make accusations by anybody at the end of the day unless I have evidence of it. So that's gunmetal. This is gunmetal. What is this down here? That's gunmetal. All right, so that is the, make sure we get these mixed up. That's the UB personal mix. That's gunmetal. All right, the Frankenstein, that's gunmetal. The Frankenstein is gunmetal. Oh, you can't have two, that doesn't make any sense. Let's go back over here. Let's get this other one over here in the other corner. So what color is this one? This is the Frank. These two right here are matching. We're going to hit this Cinemax, right? What color is the Cinemax? Doesn't have a color at all. So what color is it? What color is the product? Has you got a container up here showing? No, the container has nothing in it. There's nothing in the container. This is an empty container. Because it can't be that dark. It doesn't come up that dark on the screen. So he has no color description at all. He doesn't know the color of his own product. He doesn't even have a name of a color up here. There's nothing there. There's no color. There's nothing at all. All right, so okay, that's one. That's three of them we went through. Oh, it's like dealing with an onion. I swear, every time we turn around, we find something even more checked. We can take this one, this one. This is gunmetal, this is gunmetal. This is saying nothing. What color is this one? Nothing there. He has no description, no color of what it is. There's nothing there at all. I have no idea what you people don't even know. You people who buy this stuff, I don't think anybody is buying it, but you people that were buying this stuff, I have no idea how in the world you navigate through this website and you haven't picked any red flags by now. I'm pretty sure if this was a PS5, you would have backed out of this a long time ago. My goodness, there's no color there. How do you even know what you're buying? And like I said, I like to be clear on stuff. I don't like to make accusations, false accusations of people's products. But right there, you will see there's no color. There's nothing there saying no color. There's no color at all. There's nothing there. So there's nothing there at all. All right. Oh, man. I just realized that. There's no color here. All right. That was the, what about the hybrid? What color is the hybrid? There's nothing there for the hybrid either. No color. Well, how the heck do you know what the color's going to be going on the screen if you don't know what color it is? How does that even work? That doesn't even make any sense. We did both of these. The IB Personal doesn't have a color next. This doesn't have a color next to it. What color is this one? This is gunmetal. Oh my goodness. You gotta be kidding me. So not only is the screen paint matching house paint, not only is this guy a fake liar and a scammer, but good gracious, are you kidding me? How do you not know the color of your product? That's the first thing you see when you develop it. That's the first thing before you test it, before you do anything. If you're making a product, the first thing you want to see is the color of it. He doesn't know the color of his product. Literally, each one of these, they're not saying gunmetal, they're not saying nothing at all. How is this gunmetal? So they're all gunmetal? So you have a selection of, what do you have? This doesn't make any sense. Let me know what mix you would like. You know, you could have put a category screen there. We both have Wix. I have Wix on 2 or 3 websites. There's a category list that pops up. You can just basically do it from there. We do it all the time with our category listing. We put a category list and we put a color for each category. Like we have one that's in black silver. We have the color of the black silver. It matches close to what we have in the container. And then we have another one which we call absolute black, which is the black that we will have right there. So there's basically different selections of colors that you could put up here. But all this is saying gunmetal. This is a lighter gunmetal. All the rest of them below are darker versions of this one. And this one's given a list of, forget it, I ain't going to do this. I ain't listening to any brain cells over this. Is craziness, man. I don't even know how you don't know the color of your own product. What's the last one on this one? Either they're saying gunmetal or they basically don't have a color description. This one's saying gunmetal too. Oh my goodness. Gee whiz Louise. You've got to be freaking kidding me. This is the most backwards thing I've ever seen in my life. Jamie, you don't know the color of your own paint. I just read the word gunmetal on maybe 3 to 4 carts, and the rest of them don't have even, I think it's 3 carts. It's three carts. I remember just put it at 3, okay? I'm gonna give you the benefit. That's not even a good benefit of doubt. You got 3 versions of gunmetal on here, and all the rest of them don't say anything. And all of these, you have Personal, Frankenstein, Hybrid Mix, Cinemax. All of these are gunmetal. There's supposed to be a color for each one. It's done right, man. You're making me itch right now. You're really making me itch. Making my eyes twitch and everything, man. Making me itch. I just want to go to your freaking website and fix it. Man, are you freaking kidding me? This all can't be gunmetal, man. And we just got finished talking about how you scamming people on freaking house paint, but then I go to your website and I see this freaking monstrosity, the freaking nightmare, circus rod, or whatever. What the freak, man? Are you kidding me? How in the world you even... Ugh, this is insane, man. It's just so backwards, it's not even funny. It ain't even worse, man. I'm about to go into a rant. It's coming, okay? So be warned, all right? So first things first, man, you will have a proper product description of your product because you don't know exactly what your product is because you've never tested it to begin with. Half of your stuff, if not all of it, matches house paint at the end of the day. You got freaking selections in here and you don't even have proper colors. How do you not know the color of a product when you first develop it? It's the first thing that comes up. Anytime you make it, whether it be brown, blue, purple, orange, green, that is the first thing that comes up is the color. How do you not know the color? How about every last one of these freaking gunmetal at the end of the day? Do you even know what a gunmetal screen looks like at the end of the day? Gunmetal screens are super dark screens. Unless it's a different screen, and if they say it's light gunmetal, then you have to put LT as an abbreviation of light to tell them that, hey, this is a lighter version of that gunmetal. But you don't even have that there. You've got multiple descriptions of the same thing. Gunmetal here, gunmetal there, gunmetal here, gunmetal there. And then what's this freaking nonsense at the end of the day? If I was going through your website, I swear I would freaking snap on you at the end of the day. What is this Da Vinci Code of freaking nightmares of all nightmares that I'm looking at? I'm not saying this, man, at the end of the day. I couldn't care if you call my products fake. That doesn't bother me because I can back my stuff up. So I'm good on that. But this right here is freaking bonkers, man. Look at this. You have 4 different, is it 4 in there? Is it 4? Am I seeing 4? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. They all can't be gunmetal. As far as you're concerned, all your stuff is gunmetal. What is the proper color of the products that you have made? They can't be gunmetal. A Cinemax is not gunmetal. It is nowhere in the category of gunmetal. That's like saying Network Grade 773 is gunmetal. Personal Mix is gunmetal. The Frankenstein is supposed to be gunmetal. No. This is just completely crazy, man. This is bonkers on so many levels. This is bonkers. Yeah, you can use my word bonkers, bonkers. Your video description, your pictures you have here, every last one of these sit in the dark. Even the church sits in the dark because I noticed that in the demonstration, areas on the sidewall are dark. Areas right here, you have completely washed out all along here. Churches have extremely amount of high lights, them stage lights that go from one end to the next, especially mega churches have them. Every last one of those suckers are off, just about off. And right here, your screen completely washed out. See right there? It's not supposed to be that color. It's supposed to be green. You see the green here and you see the green there? Ah, see the difference? Your screen washed out. It's better here. The green looks better here than it does here. And why is it darker? It's literally darker on this side than it's lighter on this side right here. If you're trying to show a before and after, like, okay, this is what it looked like before with the white screen, and this is what it looks like mine, bad interpretation, and I'll tell you why. Because the lighting is actually lighter here, but over here it's darker. Did you notice, Amy? Did you see that? Because we all see that. I see it too. So in order for you to use your screen paint, this is what they were using. Most people at churches, they'll have that 7,000, 5,000, it's more like a 7,000 and up projector. And the reason why they spent that money for that 7,000 whopping projector is because they figured it was going to be able to pick up the image and push it onto the screen, even with all their lights on. Well, apparently they had to turn their lights off because your screen wouldn't pick up. I just noticed I'm looking at the arrows and he's pointing here and here. And this is really, seriously, this is very sloppy. This is very sloppy. It's like a 5-year-old did this at the end of the day. The arrows, that looks sloppy. That looks very unprofessional. It looks like a kid actually did this. I'm not Jimmy Boo, but it does. You could have did something better than this, but that looks sloppy. But yeah, this is the before and after. This is bad because right here in the before and after, I can see where it's darker on this area right here, and this area is much lighter. Because they figured when they got this 7,000 lumen projector, whatever they got at the end of the day they were using, they figured that was going to fix the problem with all the lighting they had in the environment. But they had to make a sacrifice here, and they actually had to darken the environment in order for your screen to pick up because your screen was washing out. Probably was showing a slightly little better difference than the white screen, but all in all, it was washing out. That's why the areas don't look the same. It's darker here, but it's lighter here. Yeah. If you look at my demonstration, Jamie, on my intro that comes up, you will see a screen that's over the size of this. It's probably about 4 or 5 of these combined. And all the stadium lights are on because they were not going to turn off the stadium lights despite the screen. And that means my screen paint wouldn't have worked if they had to turn the lights out. If they had to change the environment and make it darker, then that means the product is not working. And in my demo that comes up, they don't change the lights at all, period. That's my before and after. It's sad because Jamie tries to be like me at the end of the day. I got a demonstration of a church, did a testimonial for us, and he so badly wants to do the same thing before and after. The problem you have here is where you messed up at. This environment over here is much darker. This is well-lit area. So in order for them to use your product, to get it to pull up a somewhat decent image, they had to darken the environment. Because remember, your product is not ambient light projection technology. You clearly state that on your website, and I'm pretty sure you lied to them and told them that it was. Because no company is not going to touch your stuff unless it's ambient light projection technology. They won't go near it. The reason why he has that in there, just in case if a customer complains and says, hey, look, I saw you do this demonstration at 15 feet back and your screen pulled up and is an ambient light projection, you're basically sending the wrong signals to your customers. If your product is not ambient light projection, then you have no business trying to portray it as it is. Our technology is ambient light projection, so we have it in fully lit environments. That's what we do. But when you did the demonstration on the Epson projector, you gave off false information, like, look, my screen can pull up in this fully lit environment, or if you're saying we don't need ambient light projection, again, people will not touch you unless you can have that option in your technology. And a company, especially a church, will not touch a screen unless it shows this ambient light projection, because even they know that we got the lights coming from the windows and we got the freaking screen is up high and there's a lot of light in there and the screen's washing out, and they want something that's going to be ambient light projection is the first thing any company's going to ask you. But the reason why he has it there is to protect them, just in case, because he knows the product is not going to work. So if your product washes out in your fully lit environment, like a lot of those angry customers that got upset over that, he can honestly go back and say, well, I never said it was ambient light rejection. Remember in the video what he said, I've never said in any time in my video that my product was ambient light rejection. And in the Frankenstein demonstrations, every last one of them, he's saying that it is ambient light. Even went in to try to change the caption of a 5-year video to not, but it still says it at 143. It's a shame, but this is what it is, people. But I just noticed that when I was looking at this, I was like, wait a minute. Why is it dark? It is literally dark on this side of the wall. And this side, this is, so now I'm seeing, I'm looking at, when I was looking at, I was like, wait a minute, is this his screen washing out? But when I saw the arrow, he's showing the before and after. So apparently this is what it used to look like when they had all the lights on. It's darker here because they had to turn off the lights because the screen was washing out. That's why the environments don't look the same. Man, you are so easy at the end of the day. And this is what you were bragging about at the end of the day. Did you even show them that video of your product matching house paint? I guarantee you he lied to him, told him his product was ambient light rejection technology. Because like again, if you have a church and you have a business, you got a white screen up there, you got a whopping 7,000 lumen projector, whatever you may have up there at the end of the day. I know it's gonna be high up there at the end of the day. And your screen's already washing out already. You're already having an issue. And someone comes up to you and says, hey, look, I got the screen paint product. It'll fix your problem. We'll work in well-lit environments. It's an ambient light projection. Because that's all the technology. All the screens now are ambient light projection technology. What are you going to tell them? Did you tell them no, or did you tell them that it was? You had to tell them it was. Because if you told them, no, my stuff is not ambient light projection, they would have touched you with a 10-foot pole. Why would they take the time, bring the screen down, get it painted for a product that's not ambient light rejection to go through the same thing they're going through right now? But now, since they got the screen painted, I'm pretty sure that you didn't show anything about the screen being hung. You didn't see the projector coming on. You didn't see anything because you couldn't show that because, again, they had to adjust the environment for the screen. That thing looks like it's sitting in your house right now or apartment, or when I call it, then they don't care. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So I'm looking at this. Now I know that this is the before, this is the after. Okay. Oh man, I tell you, boy, it's sad, but it's interesting. This is what you were going for. See, James, you see this right here? See, when we talk about our stuff being ambient light rejection, you see screens sitting outside. You don't have any of these on the site. See that right there? You don't have anything like this. This is screen sitting outside. This screen 39. Yeah, you don't have these. Customers outside. That's what this is what you were trying to go for. This is a church we did. Overseas. Oh, that's way too high. Now, that's the screen that they displayed. See those lights up there? All those lights? 7,000 projectors. This is what he was trying to do. Notice the environment does not change. That's our technology. Now, see, the reason why our product worked, because again, we deal with ambient light rejection technology, and at that time, I think that was Luminous it's design. That's right around the time Jamie was running around talking about the Luminous was fake, it wasn't real, it doesn't pull up, and blah, 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 blah. There you go. That's what you were trying to do. But you lied to the people at the church because your product, again, they could have did that with house paint. They probably did it with bare silver screen. If they did a bare silver screen and a mixture of network grade 773 with slip silver, they would have pretty much got a better product. That's actually not a bad idea. Those three together and then put a scoop of black paint, a scoop of silver, and a little bit of glitter. Yeah. That would definitely knock out all your products in one hit. All right, so let's go back to getting up off topic. Oh, I'm sorry. We keep bumping into our customers. These are our customer demonstrations. If you don't know, we have a huge, massive wheel on here. And if you notice, none of my customers sit in the dark. But let's move on from there. Is that the other screen there? Wait, hold on for a minute. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so, oh, I'm sorry, we bumped into the outdoor demonstrations. These are our screens outside. If you haven't seen these, they're actually fantastic, but let's move on. 250-inch screen display. Ugh, let me get out of here. It's just too much going on here. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, customers outside again. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't mean to run into all that to begin with. Let's get back over here to the blacklist. See, I can back my stuff up on so many levels. In your demonstrations, you have nothing like that. But we're not talking about that. Let's get to this fake paint nonsense. Well, actually, what I've seen already from the site, man, you don't know the color of your product. That's even worse. That's the first thing you would pick up right from the door. All your products are gunmetal. I don't even know how that's even possible. They're all gunmetal. And the ones that don't have gunmetal onto them basically have nothing there telling the color of the product. I don't know how that even works. But you know, people order from you guys, figure that mess out. These are a demonstration of projectors, why we don't support them, our tests that we've done. These are our testimonies and people we have submitted pictures of why we don't use the high-end knockoff projectors. This is the paint that Jamie, black and white mixture, he was making before he started selling his product, which would make this your first one, not the Frankenstein. This is your product matching network grade 773. This is doing the test before you ever tested the product. This is your product actually where you made your product on camera using your tutorial video with only about black and white paint. When you threw your products off of there. There's the screenshots of the product you're still selling on your website, which is clearly a scam, showing you've been stealing from your customers for a very long time. With the matches right there. This is on different forum sites, so people can be warned not to buy this stuff. And he still, again, sells it on his website. This is where this is mail fraud right here. It's one mail fraud. This is where we had a product shipped in from a customer right here. Container was busted, paint was leaking all over the place. And then this policy, basically, you can't exchange it if you opened it. What if it's leaking all over the place? But then again, if it lands on your property, it's considered to be yours. So good luck with that one. This is your product matching the personal mix. This is your product over here. Sorry, your bare silver screen matching your product. This is your product matching network grade 773. This is your product matching a white projection screen. Video missing, video missing, video missing, and that's probably missing now if we go look for it. This is solid weight 5, different topic, getting busted with fake receipts. This is really funny. Watch this one. This is hilarious. Not only did he get busted with the fake receipts, but we actually caught him trying to remove the videos off this channel, recorded the entire thing as it was happening. Ho ho! Yeah. Over here, this is CROW committing scams again. This is mail fraud again. Second account of mail fraud. Went in and manipulated the color on his website to change it. Look, it says gunmetal again. Dude, seriously, you got everything you have is gunmetal. This is all gunmetal. But anyway, this is the color that it was when we ordered it. We recorded our shopping cart transaction, and at the last minute, CROW went and changed the color on his website and sent us over this. This is another case against him for mail fraud. Oh, man, this is CROW again getting busted again for the Frankenstein ambient light rejection scam. So right here, he claims the product is not ambient light rejection. He puts in not. We actually have the original video where it says it is not. At 140, it says that the product is ambient light rejection. Video missing, video missing, video missing, video missing. This is the video, the most famous of them all, because this is the one that actually catches CROW trying to remove a video in the middle of a live stream and getting busted.
They can just buy house paint at the end of the day and save some money. And the fact that now the video is showing deleted, you can't find it, clearly shows that even you definitely acknowledge. It just basically puts the final nail in the coffin that you definitely acknowledge that your paint is house paint. I'm going to give you to the end of this month to find that video and repost it.
Yeah, he never posted.
So now you got 2 overtime.
So you hear what I said? I said to the end of the month for him to post it. That was a couple, no, it was last month. No, it was the last month. It was a month before that. It was like 2 months ago. We asked him to do that? Yeah, to post it to his website. Like I said, Jamie, before you run your mouth calling people fakes and scammers, at the end of the day, you need to take a good, long, hard look in the mirror. That's what you need. And I'm pretty sure you didn't call my product that I'm designing over here, spending countless hours of working on over here, a fake on top of that house paint that you call a screen paint mix, because again, you got it right here.
Your head. You got to post it to your website and you got to find the video. Hopefully you put the...
Now, I asked him to post the video to his website. This is how we found the videos were missing, because we wanted to get the original video to send it back to him. The link wasn't there. The video was missing. Where the freak did it go? It's supposed to be another one here. The one of him wearing a red a hoodie. Where did that video go? We couldn't find it. It's supposed to be two of them here. But then we realized that the caption of the first one is on the second one, so he got rid of it. But he got busted. We caught him in the live stream trying to hide the evidence.
Searching right there. You see right there? That's the search. We put in the same title in the video. The only one that popped up was this one, which means he went in, he deleted the original video and changed the title to this video. Because in the original video, you were on camera. We had the original. So you explained to me how we have a video over here showing you on camera, displaying the screen paint, talking all this craziness, but yet over here on your channel, it doesn't exist. Where is it? This is the only thing that's coming up. And it's still not doing you any good. It's still not helping you out because in this video, look, video unavailable. Oh, we can't make it up. We can't make it up. We can't make it up. Busted. You're a scammer. You're nothing more than a scammer. And yet keep getting busted. Can't make it up. He removed the other video now. We got you again. We got you again. Can't make it up. Look what it says right here. Let me run the video. The video.
There you go, Jamie. I thought I'd leave it with that at the end. Give you something to think about. Next time you go around calling anybody, a scammer, a fake, or whatever, whether it be me or anybody else, I'm going to make sure that people are always reminded of these videos. Because number one, your website is a complete scam. A complete scam. Your shipping policies and nightmares should be designed to steal from your customers. As you can see, there's no way to get any exchange, get your money. There's nothing there at all, period. You don't even know the color of your own products. Your specification sheets are probably like 2 and 3 paragraphs. That is nothing. That's extremely weak for a screen paint product. Extremely weak when you own that altogether. And again, the worst of the worst, man, we have your videos showing you in these videos trying to back your products up. And then you basically, these videos going missing for no, they're just gone because you realize at the end of the day, you right here, Jamie, look at this and take a good long look at this. I really want you to acknowledge this. For some reason, something's not clicking in your brain right now. Look at that video right there. That means it's a huge statement. It shows that you yourself has acknowledged that your product is nothing more than house paint. Because who removes a video that they basically designed to defend themselves? And that's the video they use to defend themselves becomes evidence to convict them. And that's what you did. This is a reminder we have to give him because he forgets. I think he has something called Groundhog Syndrome. You ever seen a movie called Groundhog Day with Bill Murray? That's what he does. He just gets up the next day, he was remembering on that one, but you kept repeating the same thing over and over again. You don't have the right to call anybody scammers. You don't have the right to call anybody fakes, nothing, because your product is a fake and it is a scam and you've been stealing from people for the longest time. And this is the evidence that you hate us for at the end of the day because we have it on you. I don't got to make anything up. I don't have to do memes. I don't do emojis. I don't do none of that stuff. You do so much dirt, as I said before, so much dirt that you trip over your own dirt as you're doing dirt. All right, well, that being said, I'm done here. I got to get back downstairs. I have work to do, and you need to take a long look in the mirror and really rethink about calling people's products fakes and scammers at the end of the day when you yourself are scamming your customers right in front of their face. Walked out of a Home Depot with a product that matched the screen, then turned around, got on camera, bared receipts, talked all this trash, ended up getting caught up in a video that you couldn't get out of, ended up matching the house paint, then went on and tried to delete the video to get rid of it in the end. And you got a nerve to show that Cinemax screen on YouTube, knowing after what it represents at the end of the day, and still try to sell it on your website? You don't even know the color of your product at the end of the day. I don't know which Saturday. Let me get this mess off my channel here. I got work to do. Don't even know the color of your own product. All of them done metal. I didn't really dawn on me until I was looking. I was like, wait a minute. I've seen it before. I'm like, wait a minute. And then I realized in the other carts, oh, man, I'm not going to think about that. I need my brain cells. I got to work today. Just pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Unbelievable. You got a nerve to be calling people scammers and fakes at the end of the day, and you're doing mess like this. don't even know the color of your own product. How many were you getting on camera trying to explain to people that you know so much about home theater and you don't even know the color of your own screen paint product, let alone what it does? You don't even know. You don't have nothing in there in your specification sheet explaining nothing. Categories are completely gone. Look at this. This is what it's supposed to look like. For those of you who are buying paint, do your research. Go around and look at everybody else's site, including ours, and then go look at his. There's so much stuff missing out of his site. He doesn't even have the name. It's the name of the product. It's supposed to be a category class. Where's your category class? Where's the gain at? You have abbreviations basically for anything that you're calling the product, like advanced ambient rejection, all that stuff like that. Type of product. What's the type of your product? So type of product means whether it's a roll-on, a spray-on application. Is it considered to be a physical screen or is it not a physical screen? Viewing info, that means basically how much of a degree can you see the screen, which means you have to have video evidence to back up everything that's in here, which we have. Color of the product, right here. Black. Gunmetal gray. This is, yeah. And these can be called gunmetal because that screen is ultra black. You know how we design them over here. Those screens look like they're like almost near black. I had some of them so dark that we literally had to go in, we had to take a black screen and throw it against. Like, no, this is actually gunmetal. Black gunmetal gray because it's that dark. Extreme gunmetal gray. We even have a color description in here explaining it by itself. White level capabilities. All that's in there. Paint application info. When using paint sprayers, what paint sprayers we use, what we recommend. Low VOC, low eco-friendly, water-based. You don't have none of that information in there at all. Drying time, 30 minutes with a fan, depending on the size of your screen. That's not even in there. Cleanup applications is not in there. Proper storage for the product, 5-year shelf life, properly stored and sealed. Properly for sealed, because basically you keep it sealed, 5-year shelf life, it's stored and sealed properly. Please store it in a room temperature area. You don't have that in there, do you? No, you don't. This right here is a paint on surface application, which explains the different surfaces you can paint it on, surfaces you can't paint it on at the end of the day. Basic product info, which is set, of course, with 720p, ultra short throw projectors if it's used for outside, stuff like that. No calibrating, none of that nonsense right over in there, right here. Outside home theater info, you don't have that in there, do you? No, you don't. You don't have whether you can use the screen in direct sunlight. That's another question that comes up quite a few times. What time of the day can I use it? What caliber projector can I use outside? Would it be ultra short to compare? You don't have none of that over there at all, period. Weather conditions, if the design with a crack or peel, what about heat? What about rain? You don't have that because you can't say your product's weatherproof because you don't have any screens outside. So you can't say that because that would be a lie. Venue projectors, you can't say because you don't have enough test demonstrations under venues. 720p you can't say because you don't even have enough demonstrations for 720p. Screen paint, proper, okay, projector support. Screen paint enhancement technology. Black paint contrast shifting technology. Summary. And then keep out of reach of pets and children. You don't have none of that on your website. That's just the whatchamacallit. Now over here we have the policy. Your shipping policy is so weak, it's not even funny. These are our policies on our side. With projectors we support. All this information is right there for the customer read, buyer's remorse policy, all that's there right there. Act of God, snail mail policy, all that's there for the customer to read through. That's why when I sit there and say that your website is a joke, it's a joke. It is. It's a scam site. We have our entire shipping policy, just we have a huge product specification sheet because I know the color of my product, I know how it works because that's why we get on camera and we do all those tests. That's why. And then you got a nerve to come on camera and say, oh, this product is fake and not real. On showing off the same screen that you have scammed countless people on that match the video that you deleted and try to hide off your account. James, you need a wake-up call, man. Seriously, man, something is not right with you at the end of the day. Really, there's something really not right with you. You live in this bubble of denial. I don't know what's going on, but every once in a while, we got to come in with a huge needle and pop that bad boy to bring you into the world of reality to show you, look, man, you match the house paint. Do you understand that? How many times I got to say it to you? You matched the house paint, you matched the house paint, you matched a house paint. And now you're selling product, the same product that you've been stealing from day one, hoping that you got the other people at the end of the day. Let me get some new customers so I can rob them too. I ain't gonna bother going to your YouTube channel because I've nearly lost every brain cell just going through that circus ride of what you call a website at the end of the day. I'm basically gonna leave it from here. I got testing to do today. Actually, I'm done testing. I forgot we're all done on testing. I'm so used to saying testing. So you can use it in your vocabulary, can't you? Oh, we're done testing. Yeah. Sitting up there in the dark with light splashing up from the side of your screens and trying to give off the illusion that you're in a well-lit environment on a $3,300 projector that you can't even use properly. That's sad. $4K demonstrations. YouTube 4K demonstrations.
Getting that from YouTube. What does it?
Oh, let's go over here instead. Yeah, you gotta stop doing that mess, man. Really. Not in the dark. $60 projector. I can show outer space and all this light. We don't have to have any light pushing out around the windows or around it. None of that nonsense. We don't do that. Now, understand this. I'm a busy man. I got much to do. All right? But every once in a while, we got to come in here. We got to pop that bubble of denial around Jamie because for some reason, he doesn't understand that. Again, I keep explaining to you, you match the house paint. And not only did you match the house paint, but you continue to sell this product on your website as if it never even happened, which means you're robbing your customers. That product shouldn't be on your website. You should be issuing an apology to your customers, and whatever money, whoever bought what, you need to return it. That's what you need to do. You don't have ambient light rejection technology. You can't see contrast levels, and your product matches house paint. Everything we have in here, it's all been tested. It's been displayed to the website. We got special pages up there where people can watch entire videos, all the test demonstrations on our products out in the open for everybody to see. Again, if I made this a challenge for you today, you couldn't complete it. It'd be a waste of my time and everybody else's time because you can't do it. So before you go out there ranting and carrying on and getting upset over this video, what are you going to get upset about? Is this not you in the videos doing that dirt? Is that not your product on the website you're selling that matched the house paint? So what are you getting upset about? This is all you at the end of the day. Not this is us. But you know what I'm talking about. So if he gets on there and he gets upset and he starts ranting and carrying on and angry, that right there is another sign right there at the end of the day that he's mad because he's busted and he's caught and he's forced. That's why. Because again, we didn't make anything up. I didn't have to make anything up. I didn't go in and doctor this or make, it was nothing fake. Everything was legit and by the book. One end showed you demonstrations of you on video, showed that you removed videos off your account, went to your website, and showed that you had all kinds of crazy stuff on it. You wrote all this stuff in. I didn't put a gun to your head and tell you to write all this stuff in. You did this yourself. So all I'm doing is just showing people what you have done. Like I said, you do so much dirt, you trip over dirt as you're doing dirt. I didn't have to make anything up. Went in there and just showed people exactly what they needed to see. No more, no less. What are you going to deny? That's you on video, is it not? That's you bearing receipts, not? That's you walking out of Home Depot, is it not? That's you matching the screen, right? And then removing the videos after using the videos to try to back your claim. Is that not your video that just went missing? We just showed in the video. Is that not your website? Is those not your shipping policies? That's all you at the end of the day. So again, when you go around calling people fakes and scammers at the end of the day, remember what you are at the end of the day. Now, with that being said, I got to get back to work. I have customers I have to tend to, and that just gives him something to think about. He gets in that bubble sometimes and he starts losing oxygen and he blacks and he doesn't know what's going on at the end of the day. You need to, first things first, remove every single video under that Cinemax because that's a scam. Anything under that personal mix needs to go with it too, because again, unless you can back it up that personal mix you have now, the IB personal mix, doesn't match bare silver screen, then you need to do those tests today. The rest of your products all need to be tested against house paint. Anyone of them come up matching house paint, they need to be removed directly off the website. You need to issue an apology to your customers, and you need to return whatever money you have from whoever and give it back. Because you can't exchange it for anything, because all you have is house paint. You're just exchanging for more house paint. So you need to give them back their money, unless you can back it up that it actually has nothing to do with it. The Cinemax is done. That's done. That's finished. You need to go get rid of that altogether. That personal mix, if you're saying that IB personal mix is something different, then guess what? Go pop over to Home Depot, pick up that bare silver screen, do that demonstration today and back it up, or remove it off your website and put people's money back in their accounts. That's what you need to do. You know, like we ordered from you, you put my money back in my account because you couldn't back it up. Well, that's what you need, how you need to treat your other customers. Put that money back in their accounts because you can't back it up. Or issue them a refund. Watching outer space, and I like, what if this? You want to watch both screens at the same time. There we go, that's better. That's a better view. Because now I can see both my screens at the same time. That one over here doing outer space and doing outer space. So good, it's a nice demonstration. We could do outer space with the lights on. That'd be cool. That's what it comes down to. You're going to call yourself a professional business. A professional business owns up to its mistakes. What you need to do, you need to remove that clown product off your website because it's house paint at the end of the day. Remove it, issue an apology to your customers, and return whatever money that you have back to these customers at the end of the day. Full refund. Unless you can back up your products. And since you can't back them up, then guess what you'll be doing? You'll be issuing refunds. So for those who saw the video demonstration, question it and request your refund. Unless you can back it up. Give him an option. Back it up, or basically put the money back in. All right, well, with that being said, we're done there. And that's it. Thank you all. I have to go, and God bless.